Hi there, my name is Derek Smith, and today I'm going to be talking about golf, the basics of the game, and what you will need to start playing if you're interested in getting into golf. For those of you who have no idea what golf is, basically the object of the game is to hit a little white ball from the tee box, which is far from the hole that you're seeing in the picture, and to get it from that place into the hole in the least amount of shots possible. Golf is different from every other sport in the sense that the lower the score, the better. You'll want to be in the negative numbers to be a good player compared to other sports like basketball or football, where you're scoring as high as possible every time you play. What will you need when you're learning how to play golf and trying to get into it? You'll need a driver, a fairway wood, a set of irons, wedges, a putter, which adds up to a total of 14 clubs. You'll need a glove, some tees, a few golf balls, and of course a golf bag to carry everything in while you're out on the course. You don't necessarily need all 14 clubs. Golf clubs are really expensive, and if you're not sure if you're going to like the sport, I would not recommend going and buying all 14 clubs. You probably get away with 10 while you're learning, but as you get better and better, you'll want all 14 to have a club for every shot that might come up throughout your round. What to wear? Most golf courses do require a collared shirt. Not like the kind I'm wearing. Mine's more of a flannel. This would not probably be acceptable at a course. More of what you're seeing in the picture, more of a sporty polo look. No denim, of course, is allowed on the course at all. It's considered inappropriate at most places. If you're playing somewhere that doesn't require a dress code, then you can wear whatever you like. No collared shirt required. But if you're playing a nicer course, collared shirt, no denim. Golf pants, shorts are often very acceptable as well. You can wear a hat. Golf shoes are good to buy, but definitely not necessary. They just have more traction to the grass when you're swinging, which can help. But tennis shoes are perfectly acceptable if that's something you're looking to do instead of buying shoes, which are expensive, of course. But collared shirts, as long as you have one of those and no denim on, you'll probably be okay wherever you go to play. Tee boxes, this is something that's good to understand because most people who get into golf have no idea what a tee box is. It's basically where you're starting each hole from. It's where you'll tee the ball up, which is why it's called a tee box. It's the only place on the course where you're allowed to use a tee, which helps you hit the ball further. But most courses have 3 tee boxes. There's the red, white, and blue. Red's the closest, blue's further away. Some of the nicer courses, like country clubs, will have a black box, which is even further from the blue, which is considered the pro level box. Most people wouldn't use that box, but the stereotype is the red box is for women and children, the white box is for older males, and the blue box is for middle-aged to younger males who are still able to hit the ball very far and have fast swings. Now we'll move into the type of clubs that people will have in your bag and that you'll have in your bag. The first is the woods. You'll have probably 2 or 3 of these in your bag depending on how you build the bag, of course, but you'll always have a driver, you'll have a fairway wood, and then some people would like to have a hybrid. So you'll have 2 to 3 of these in the bag, but the driver is something that every person will have. It's the club that you're using out of the tee box most of the time. It'll be the club that hits the ball further than any other club in your bag. And then if you have a fairway wood, it's the same thing as a driver, but designed to be hit off of the grass. And then a hybrid is like an iron, but made of wood. You'll learn about irons in a second. The reason they're called woods, they're not wood, and if you can tell in the picture, the reason they're called wood is back in the day before modern technology, these clubs were actually made out of wood. So that's why they're called wood when they're not made out of wood. The next set of clubs is the irons. These are what make up most of your bag. You'll have 7 to 8 of these. They're designed for shots that aren't as far away as the woods would take, but are still not close enough for wedges, which we'll move into in a second. As you see in the picture here, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then W. That's from the 4 iron down to the W, which is the pitching wedge. That's the very standard set for when you're buying irons, but sometimes you can buy a 3 iron or even up to a 2 iron and still go down to a pitching wedge, or you won't have a pitching wedge, you'll just have a 9 iron. This is a unique set that you can customize to your liking, but this is a very standard set. You'll see in this picture the clubs look thicker. This is more of a beginning level set of clubs. As you get better at the sport, you'll buy thinner and thinner irons, which help with accuracy but are harder to make good contact with. So these are when you think of golf, these are probably the type of clubs you think of. Following up the irons are the wedges. These clubs are what you use when you're close to the green or probably 120 yards and in. These are when you're looking to hit the ball as close to the hole as possible. They're designed for accuracy, but they're also very hard to hit because of how thin their design is. And there's no flexibility with the irons. You can't make fatter versions of these. So these are hard for beginners, but these are what you have when you're close to the green and you want to put it close to the hole. The last club in the bag is the putter. This is what you'll need when you're trying to roll the ball into the hole, and that's the sole purpose of this club. It's when you're on the green already and you're trying to actually get the ball into the hole. This is the only club where that's the only purpose of it. So, of course, you will need one of these in your bag. Thank you very much. I hope you found this video helpful to you.